2/3 of the way up now, I would say. About 2/3 of the way up. Yeah. A little bit of footage. Give us a big smile, Dean. It's brutal. We've got a bit to go. Feeling good. Oh yeah, what do you reckon then, Mike? Oh, you don't do films, do you?
No, I'm not too keen on it. Feel like Harry and Henderson.
I know. So we must be most of the way up now, really. It's a bit slippy. But it's good. Yeah. Where's my sledge? Right.
On the bizarre side, isn't it?
Yes. Just back to shit weather now. Right, that's it. Number 1 done. Well done, Michael.
Oh, Brian.
That was a tough
Right up.
There's the remains of the old hotel. Not many a night. Hello there.
What are you doing?
Alright. How are you?
How are you feeling?
It's not bad, but yeah. Doing 3. I'm just going to touch the trig point. There we are, proof.
That's what we've got to do, is it?
Hey boys, yeah, right out.
Yeah. Oh, grinded. Let's just have a picture then, lads.
Right
Get
then.
this side over.
Okay. About 30 minutes into the descent. Well, Damon. It's only the first. That's it, sort of a few feet down. Sign off for now. Bye. So that was a bit manic. Signing off for now. Bye. Me again. As you can see, still on the way down. It's a bit calmer now. Not so much wind. That's where we've been. Looks quite a long way away, and it is. Still a bit clouded up. It's fantastic. (7:20), just approaching the red burn, which is down the path, probably half a mile or so maybe. It's a well made path, lots of steps. It's enough foot action. It's been a tough climb up because the weather's been brutal. It's been blowing a gale. Isn't that pretty? Blowing a gale, horizontal rain, freezing cold. Didn't stay on the top for very long, just enough to take a couple of snaps. My boots are full of water. I didn't wear waterproof trousers because they just make your legs sweat. But as a consequence, all of the water runs down your leg in your run hills and straight into your boot. So, with hindsight, we would have perhaps worn them. So it's too late now. The feet will be mush. And I need to concentrate on getting those dried out, ready for the next hill. I don't want to be last on the bus, because the last on the bus will be in a position where they have no time to change, no time to dry off before we all start booting off down to Scafell Pike. And you really want 10 minutes to get yourself sorted. Look at this, red burn. It looks beautiful, but it's actually looks white to me rather than red. Look, that water is clearly white. Doesn't matter about getting your feet wet in there, they're wet already, as I said. Quite steep down there, that's a landmark because that marks a halfway point. Halfway point when you're going up, halfway point when you're coming back down again. And that was reached in 57 minutes. Oh, uphill bit. 57 minutes, so I'm quite, not quite anything, I'm actually on target. And some more lunatics, inappropriately dressed. Quite spectacular, isn't it? When you look up at the top again, it looks a very, very big old hill. And I wouldn't like to be going up it again. Another little update, Dave's update. It's just about 15 minutes since the last one, I think. And there's the red bird from the other side of the path. You can see the weather's still very dramatic. It's nice to have a decent camera up here. So we're on the green bit now, just come off Ben Nevis itself and on to, however you pronounce it, Meal and Tea Swede, but it's probably Celtic, something that sounds nothing like that at all. But anyway, I've had a go and that's the main thing. This is the sort of final push down really. It's about 1500 feet down to go. You can see the feet are still working and picking our way from step to step. The brain calculating each footfall, and it takes a little bit of concentration, I suppose. But children can do it, and older people like me. So more power to us. I'm absolutely wet through to the skin, but that's not really any kind of a problem because I'm pretty tough, obviously. I haven't got any chums in front of me, as you can see, and I haven't got any chums behind me. That makes me chumless. But anyway, should be down within the hour. Easily, maybe 3/4, hopefully. So I'll sign off for now because this is tricky now. And I'll speak to you later. Bye! So it's all behind us now, the Ben Nevis portion anyway. So time wise, I think I might have mentioned I made it up in 2 3/4 hours, which is inside the time, but the descent has been a little longer than hoped for and planned because my old knees are fairly painful, and the harder you walk down, the less chance you've got of them being usable for the next one. So I'm trying to conserve a little bit. But anyway, the target time is 5 hours, and I'm at 5 hours now, and I've got a few hundred yards to do, maybe 500 yards. When you come round this corner, you can see the pub, Acton Tea House. I do feel like dropping in there and popping a pint or two down my throat, but we have work to do. Nearly got into a little jog then, and I decided not to be so silly. Right, here's a bit of rampage. Find a little sting in the tail. Beautiful area, gotta say. Lovely little suspension bridge. Look at that, beautiful. Should find a one down here. here still. There's ours over there. Alright.
How far behind they are?
No.
Soup?
Beautiful.
Do you want some soup?
Yes, please. I want some dry clothes.
How's your knees?
Shit, but they were enough to get me down. Thank you very much. Cheers. Lovely. Today is wet foot day. You can't cross that without getting your feet wet, let me tell you. Descending Scarfell Pike, last knockings. There's a weary traveller. Indeed, Wastwater. A sight to greet you when you've just come off the mountain. Fantastic. Today has been a bit of a difficult day. It was obviously finishing Ben Nevis around about 9:30ish, and a long 6-hour drive down to Scarfell Pike. The lads did well. They put their foot down, went as fast as they could, and got us here with a chance of making the 24-hour Three Peak a possibility. However, and there always is a however, because we started at 3 in the morning, it was dark. We all had our head torches and we walked up this very footpath. We overshot the river crossing, and that caused a bit of chaos and confusion because we crossed the river too high up, found ourselves on brown tongue, blah de blah, difficult. But anyway, a boot full of water on the left, a boot full of water on the right, wrung the socks out and carried on. Difficult to find your way over hollow stones and everywhere else for that matter. When it started to get a bit light, it just revealed lots of cloud, low cloud, wind, got increasingly cold. This is me. Bearing in mind my first trip up here was 2 hours 3 minutes. I did it with my wife Diane in 2 hours 3 minutes. Today I did it in 2 hours 15 minutes, which was quite creditable, I think, because obviously doing it after doing Ben Nevis and sitting in a transit van, not sleeping, starting at 3 o'clock in the morning, makes life a little difficult. Added to which my now sort of infamous knee problem has come to the fore. There they are. I'm having to walk a lot more gingerly. In fact, I had to stop within 10 minutes of starting down because I needed some painkillers. I had a couple of Cocodamol, waited 20 minutes for those to kick in, and it's given me a level of mobility which would grace any 80-year-old, I suppose. But you can see it takes its toll. There's Dean, veteran of 10k runs and all sorts of active things like that, and he's struggling. Damon in front is having a bit of a hobble. I resolved after the first few footsteps coming down Scarfell Pike that Snowdon was going to be an absolute non-starter. Absolute non-starter. That may be the case. That may still be the case. However, I'm moving with a fluidity that would give me some hope that maybe I can hold it together and get myself to the top of Snowdon. And because we haven't got to travel anywhere afterwards, because we're staying in the hostel at the bottom of the mountain, I can take as much time as I want. I won't ever undertake the 3 peaks again. Sorry, I'm just concentrating on my steppings. So I won't ever undertake this again, and whenever am I going to be in a position where I'm one hill away from completing this challenge. The challenge that's every bit as tough as I expected it to be. Disappointment being that I certainly find myself plenty fit enough, haven't run out of gas, haven't become overtired, my actual leg muscles are still okay, but I've got this strange knee hip pain which is making life a little difficult. Coming down, not going up. Going up's okay. So what's the worst that can happen? Lots, I suppose. But when I finish this, it's bacon butty, straight in the van and down to Snowdon. So I'll take painkillers at the appropriate time, and 4 hours 45 minutes later, when we actually arrive at Snowdon, I'll take a view. If I don't think it's doable, I won't do it. I'll go and have a beer. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. It's kind of what I expected. I hoped I'd be able to do. I didn't think 3 was a real, well, it was an outside possibility maybe. But well, I suppose I'm in that position where it is still an outside possibility, so I'll sign off now, concentrate on my footing, and talk to you later. I shouldn't hold them up.
There's 2 bags. Show us what you're made of.
It should be flying a bit.
Yeah, what's the matter with you? That's from a push bike.
so slowly. A little bit sweaty. I've lost my headband. My headband was invaluable in keeping the sweat out of my eyes and keeping you comfy. But hey, that is the miners' track. That's Cribgoch. This is the pig track. And if you'd have asked me several hours ago if I thought there was a hope in hell I'd be on this track and walking, I'd have said you're a mental case. So I had so much pain in both knees and hips that I thought it might be very, very difficult just to get off Scarfell, let alone do another one. Anyhow, Cocodamol has helped immensely. Good old Cocodamol, and I'm probably about after 3/4 of an hour, probably a third of the way up. So you can't say you've climbed a mountain until you've got off it. So I'm fully expecting another stinging, painful descent. But providing I get down okay, it will have been absolutely worthwhile. All the guys on the bus, 12 of us. Poor old Danny slipped off the bus on at the services on the way up. Twisted his ankle, which swelled up. He couldn't do any of the walks. But the remaining 11 have done the first 2, and they're all on the mountain. I'm second last, Damon's tail gunner, but it's kind of every man for himself in a way, so I'm just going to shut up while these people come past. Yeah. See, the feet are still working. The feet are alright, no blisters whatsoever, and that's despite 2 complete submerged dunkings in that Lingmal Beck on Scarfell Pike, a mountain which I no longer like. It's bad enough and hard enough during the day, but at night it takes on a whole different perspective, a whole different feel. You can't see where you're going. You've got your lights, but when the cloud's down, your lights illuminate the mist in front of you. You can't see more than about 20 or 30 feet, and doesn't make for easy navigation. As a result of that, most of our parties tried to cross the beck in exactly the wrong place. It looked better, and crossing wise it actually may have been, but we nearly had 2 complete fallers. I wasn't one of them, thankfully. I just had to make the decision to go boots in. So there was a lot of water, a lot of rain, a lot of water coming down the beck, and the result is obviously more difficult crossing. Hollerstones was a bit of a bugger. It's difficult to pick your route. There's no clear path. There's no clear single path. There's lots of little paths that people make, but no single one. So that then gave way to heavy rain, wind and cold, and a fairly Fairly miserable experience, I would say. These are the steps that you really need to use your poles on, just to help. So I'll check in later and give you an update. Okay, bye. Boys, alright, well done, good effort, go for it. Got hour and a quarter, easy. Alright Mike, crack on, good lad. That's Mike and John about to do it. So we've got an hour and a quarter. We go for an hour and a half, they'll do it easy, smash it. Well done to them. Right, I'm just happy with an ascent. They've been up there. We only started about 10 minutes behind them. Still, that's the thing about youth and fresh legs. Going alright for me too though. So far, so good. Bye. Snowdon Summit.
Whereas I was like, I know, so I was just
A bit of a tough finish. There we are, nearly done for the ups.
On the second day.
There's the prize. It's a bit murky up here again, but it's not raining. 2.5 hours up. Not particularly good. Under the circumstances. Fan-bloody-tastic. Bit of a key to get your summit selfie, of course. I'll try. Anyway, see you in a bit. Right, so ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's it for the 2015 Three Peaks Challenge. You can see just around this corner where we're staying tonight, and that's where it ends. We've all done very well. 11 started, 11 finished. Assuming no one in front of us fell over and got carted off in an ambulance, which I doubt. There's some chaps waiting there. They're waiting for us, I don't know. There's the time, 5 hours,
There they are.
16 minutes. No slips, trips, stumbles or fumbles.
Might be a little bit of cartilage short.
Yes, I think there's a bit of batterment gone on.
Little hole. Job well done.
Yeah, awesome. Awesome! Well, it's nice of them to stand out and wait for us.
Yeah.
They must be very cold by now.
I'm amazed at the fact that they're not in the barn just stripping themselves silly.
I know. boots are made for walking, and that's just what they've done. Overall, I'd say it's pretty easy.
Yeah, what is that?
Anyway, over and out, we're going for beer. Bye! This is the morning after Three Peaks. We've all had a good night's sleep. A couple of beers last night. Very, very tired. All walking around like zombies. We're at the Penny Pass Youth Hostel. It's this flashing little hostel and different to the hostels that you might remember. You can see that the weather is typically Welsh. Absolutely awful. Drizzly rain. And living up to its statistic as being Britain's wettest place. I'm glad we're not going up today, but maybe in the dark this is what Scarfell was actually like. Could well have been. But anyway, we're stiff-legged, a little bit painful, but happy to have finished. And I won't do it again, promise.